Hello, everybody. This will probably be the last video, I keep saying that, from this apartment. I uploaded a video, thinking Facebook, uploaded a video Monday saying we were starting to move yesterday, which we did. Almost everything is out, except for the dresser, the vanity I'm using as a TV stand, and my Timu dresser. Did I say bed? Yeah, and my bed. And other small stuff, the dishes that are in the pantry. Um, and of course the items that I'm using physically, the coffee and bathroom stuff, so basically, and food. So those things are still here, obviously, because I need them until moving the last moving day, the official moving day, when we're all officially packed out and into the new place 100%. So basically it's just essentials. We're down to the bare essentials, and I'm looking forward to finally doing that. Yeah, we were way ahead of schedule yesterday moving. My friend and his friend showed up, and we were thinking, since I had to be at the landlord's by 12 to get the keys and give him the first installment on rent, the first month's rent for next month, because I always pay it early, and he wanted the money in hand, obviously, in order for me to move in. And as I said, the rent and the security deposit are lumped together, so I'm paying extra, $50 extra a month to pay off the security deposit. Anyway, that being said, we were way out of schedule. Like, darn, it didn't take long at all. We figured it would take till 11:30, and it took maybe 11 o'clock. And I called the landlord, let him know that we were ahead of schedule, and he met us at the apartment instead of at his place. Which originally his plan was to meet him at his place, but then he decided he didn't want people knocking on his door giving him rent. Oh, this is Roasty Bud's kind of spicy hatch green chili coffee. And it is made in Texas, and it is very good. I like the extra spicy, and it's gone. I finished that. Anyway, where was I? Yes. So he met us at the apartment. I got the keys. I gave him the check, and I was with the first load. We took our time going, doing the load, because it was upstairs. Obviously, it was a walk up we went from the truck to the apartment, up a couple of trips from the back of my friend's pickup. Got that done. But and then on the way back for the second load, which ended up being the last load, because it was just getting too hot. It was like in the 80s, I believe, and the heat index was possibly higher. I don't recall. I didn't check, but I did ask my friend's friend. I noticed that I was struggling. Well, beside the fact that I was wearing a black T-shirt, which, goofy me, I should have worn something lighter. But I didn't think it would be that hot. My face was turning red, bright red, more by the second trip. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So we got everything in from the first run. Got some water, sodas, whatever. Came back here rather. Got the next load. Took our sweet time, because by then we decided, okay, we could do a third load. The second load, we had thought about doing another load, but it's like, when it came right down to it, we were all just feeling a little bit rough, and there's that much left, really. So we decided to save the rest for next week, this coming week, actually, to save those bags that I've got from Timu, that I've got plushies and squishy stuff in. We're gonna leave those and some of the bags that have stuff, coats and stuff, for the second run, for the third and final run, and pack them around the wooden crates that I have my dishes in, the rest of my dishes, my lovely mug collection, which will get bigger. Don't worry. Anyway, I'm all over this. So we discussed that the last load would be done this coming week, this next week. So we got the second load out there. We took our time. We were all getting hot and tired, um, and achy. Like I said, my face was turning red. I was struggling up the stairs a bit, and again, like that time, that on that run, I'd asked. That's when I asked my friend's friend what the air quality was, and he said it wasn't that great. Which I said, yeah, I've got bronchitis, and basically, I was struggling. I had the wrong shirt on. I was, we didn't have any. None of us had really eaten since breakfast. Um, there's Stitch. Yeah, I know we're in a different spot, Stitch. Um, yeah, so we were hot, we were tired, we were thirsty, we were hungry, and we just took our time. Slowed down a lot more with the second load, which was the last load of the day, and then um, my friend's friend looked on Google and noticed that Ozzy Osbourne had passed away. So we sat, and while we were taking our breather before we finished unloading the truck for the last time for the day, and talked about Ozzy Osbourne. And hopefully this doesn't get taken down for copyright. Um, it wasn't unexpected, and he did give himself a lovely send off. Actually, I watched parts of the concert. I might have to go through and look on here on YouTube or somewhere to watch it in its entirety. And I might do that today when I get done with this. So we sat and we talked, and then we finished the last load, and then they brought me home, and I relaxed, made a pretty good sized meal for me. I had fish and chips and some coffee because I don't have any beer right now, and still hungry, so I had some grits. Well, I mean, if you hadn't eaten since breakfast, yeah, you're gonna be hungry. So I did that, just relaxed, and I slept and slept. I slept like the dead. I won't. Uh, not trying to make a joke. I had knocked out tired. I got up a couple of times during the night. Well, got up with this little beastie over here, and took care of her. Oh, she was a tummy rub. Um, her fed and her box cleaned. Got her treats, which she likes, and went back to bed. And then finally got up around 8 o'clock, and I'm still tired. She's tired too because she went through a lot. She was very brave. My friend and his friend were very proud of her. Yes, they were. They were surprised that she didn't hiss, she didn't growl. She just hid under the chair because she was not happy. She knows things are changing. We're changing. We're going somewhere new. She's figured that out, I think. But for it to actually be happening is kind of a shock to her because she's been here since she was 2 months old, since she was a baby. Since Goofy Lady and her husband brought her by hand. Well, not by. Well, the lady had carried her in her hands, sitting in the pickup. And it's been 3 years. As of yesterday, it was her birthday. Since she was this little fluff ball, anxiously running around the new place, trying to figure out where she was. And I had to stuff a tablecloth in the counter to to keep her from getting into the hole where they, I guess, put the stuff in for the pests. Yeah. So this is going to be her second move, and the only one she'll remember. So yes, she did very well. I digressed on that, but yes, her birthday was yesterday, so we were moving on her birthday. So she's tuckered out from being scared. Yeah, she's tired. So, yeah. Where was I? Yes, I got back here, relaxed. Didn't get up to about 8 o'clock. Finally, for the rest of the day, up at 8. And I've been watching various videos. I was revisiting the kilted goth. There we go. I accidentally made up a new thing. I bought, we had the Kilted Goth, R.I.P. He passed away 4 years ago now. Um, I by the time of the pandemic, I don't know the connection between the two, and I'm not drawing any conclusions. But it was 4 years ago that he passed away. But yes, we do not have as far as I know, we do not have a quilted goth. So if anybody's watching this when I put it up, and you're a goth and you like to make quilts, just a suggestion. That would be fun. We need more goths on YouTube. They're slowly fading out. It's mostly the younger ones now in their 40s. Um, Jane Wilkes is still around. Skullgirdle is still around, but she doesn't post as much as she used to. And there are other older ones as well. I just need to find them on YouTube. And yeah, basically, It's Black Friday, and well, Jane Wilkes would be the oldest. She's in my age. She started with the scene. I came late to the game, so she's one of the oldest ones right now that's still around posting. So yeah. Anyway, if there are any granny goths out there or not granny goths that like to quilt, it might be time because people are getting into cottage core and whatnot, and it might be fun to see. So yes, that was an accidental. Yes. So I did watch the Kilted Goth a couple videos, rewatched them. And I've just been relaxing today, as I said, watching other people's videos. This is my second take on this one because I screwed up, and the script I made was not good, and it's not the kind of blooper you leave in because it just isn't. I'll just leave it at that. And you get my lovely puffy face again today. It's like I'm wearing my reading glasses, so I don't need them, but for some reason with my hair like this, it just sort of completes the crazy old lady look I've got. And I've got my Snork tees. I found this humorous t-shirt. Again, I'm not sponsored by them or anybody else. And I'm just rambling. I'm just chatting with you guys because it's been almost a week since a proper video. This is the second video this week where I haven't had anything to review, except for the Roasty Buds. So we'll just kind of unofficially make it a Roasty Buds review. You can find them online. Roasty Buds, kind of spicy. And if you like the hot spicy stuff, the Kilted Goth would have loved these, especially the extra spicy. So if you like spicy coffee, Roasty Buds, buy yourself some. You'll enjoy it. And that was not a commercial. Excuse me. Yes, face puppy from yesterday. Allergies, probably some bug bite, a couple of mosquito bites, I think, sunburn. But it was worth it. It was well worth, having help getting my stuff moved, most of my stuff. And it's nice to have found family. And like, and my friend is talking to their dad, and their dad has Wednesday off. So we will most likely be doing the rest of the move on Wednesday. Because, like I said, the actual furniture that I have to move will take two people. The dresser being a heavy one, so it needs two people because of the weight, and the vanity/TV table because, well, yeah, it's vintage. It's got veneer on it, so it's not antique. It's vintage, verging on possibly being antique. It's got some real wood to it, so it's some, but not as much as if it were a solid wood antique. Yeah. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is you still need two people to move that. And the TV is still here. My sister's old TV is still here. So basically, the TV is a one person lift, but the bed, the dresser, and the Vanity, our two-person lift. Oh, love seat. Also, I almost forgot about the love seat. And yeah, the bench where I keep my monsters. Bun Ferratu, Frankenbun, Lucian, Lucian. So all of them, they've already made the move. Some of them, the rest of them are on the couch with lazy bones. Stop. Yes, it'll all go next week. Well, not next week. This coming Wednesday, I should say, because we're on Wednesday already. So a week from today. There we go. A week from today should be the last day of moving, and we'll have it all out. He's trying to get extra people to help because he can't do any heavy lifting really, and his dad can't either. They both have health issues, but they can drive. They're good at driving, and they're you know hopefully, like I said, hopefully his dad will be able to help to bring the couple extra people we need to move the larger things. So I'm going to let you go. I wanted to get caught up with you guys and ghouls and monsters and weirdos of all kinds. So yeah, again, that's where we're at. I'd say 90, 95% moved, I would guess, because like as I said, it's just the Timu dresser, the regular dresser, the bed, the love seat, the bench, the vanity, the TV, the computer, and then also my dishes, the kitchen, the food in the kitchen, and the mugs, and the bits and bobs in the um, bedroom that will be packed around the mugs to keep them safe. So yeah, so roughly 95% moved, I'd say. My math is not that great, so as far as I'm concerned, it's 95%. So we're about 95% moved. So yeah, this coming Wednesday is when we move all the rest of it because that'll be when we can get my friend's dad's help. And if we can't get my friend's dad's help, we will find somebody else. I will talk to people at work and say, hey, yeah. Tell them that Mark's looking around for help, and it, you know, he can't make any guarantees. So we're gonna need people to help with need people to help with moving the heavier stuff that needs to go. So if you like these rambly, waffly, goofy videos, please give them a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to this rambly nonsense, and follow me as we have from Albuquerque to here to another place. Yeah. And the squirrel just fell off the wheel in my brain. Okay. Yes. Thumbs up if you like. Thumbs up if you like. If you want to subscribe to this rambling nonsense, hit the bell once. If you want notifications as to when I'm going to be uploading more random nonsense and get back into you know, the spicy stuff, the goofy stuff, the oddball beers and liquors and snacks and whatnots. Yes. Hitting the bell a second time would be a good idea. That way you will be up to date as to my random goofiness. And as always, stay safe, drink responsibly, give the designated Dracula a chance to imbibe if they wish, and again, takes turns driving the hearse. Um, Remember your 100 SPF and your large parasol so you don't turn into ash. I almost lobster boiled myself yesterday. So if I would have thought about it, I would have put on some sunscreen. So don't forget that. And stay hydrated. Um, and as another zombie mom public service announcement, please check on the cryptids the shapeshifters, the rare and unusual creatures, the mythical beasts. Because they do need extra love and care right now because things are being ridiculously hard for them, way harder than it has to be for anybody. Please reach out to them, spend time with them. If they like hugs, give them hugs, etc. Just please let them know that we are there for them, that they are important, and they do not deserve to be erased, canceled, or disappeared. I love all of you. I'll see you in the next video, which will be in the new place. Bye now.